Morning guys, back with day 2 here in New York City doing a couple tech events. Quick little update though before today's video. Northeasterly. It's snowing. What is going on with all this snow? But that's what we're reviewing today though, at least. This guy is the A7III, maybe one of the most hyped mirrorless cameras coming out this year. Managed to get it a bit early, so big shoutouts to Sony. I'm a huge fan of these guys. As you know, I have two A7R3s. Kinda wishing I waited for this, as it's way cheaper. This is coming in at $2,000. Let's switch to this guy, and I am rocking the 12-24 lens with it, so it's a perfect vlogging combo. Let's make that switch now. Okay, we've switched to the A7III now, and as I said, you are getting a ton of camera for the money. We've got a full frame sensor, 24 megapixels, 693 autofocus points, so that completely shatters what's over on the R3. It should be better at picking up my face as I go in and out of focus. I'll of course be using this more as we go out into this snowstorm. Video-wise, as you can tell, we're recording right now in 4K. It's almost identical to the R3. It records in super slow-mo, 120 frames per second. It has S-Log. It's got 5-axis image stabilization, up to ISO's 2040-800, and has 10 frames per second continuous shooting. The feature list goes on and on. Body-wise, it's almost identical. I've only noticed maybe 2 little things. The little lock mechanism on the shooting mode is not there on the A3, and it's missing one of the ports near the audio jack. It's like Sony heard the pleas of everyone that was saying, the R3 is so great, I just wish it was cheaper. It now is, in just the A7III. They didn't cut corners as well. It comes with the same awesome battery that was featured first in the A9. It will easily last you the entire shoot, and it also has dual SD card slots. I'm trying to think of some weaknesses of this guy. I can't find any just yet. I am looking outside. We will venture out there because we gotta test how this guy works. No better place than a snowy NYC. Absolutely figures that it's snowing. Canadians must bring the snow with them everywhere. Snowed in Barcelona, happens to be the snowiest day in NYC ever. Can't escape the snow. Thankfully, this camera is weather sealed, should be able to survive anything that Mother Nature does throw at it. Hopefully, I'm not slipping and falling over here. The A3 is technically their entry level. It's not the high-res monster that the R3 is or the specialized video camera that the S3 is. Basic and entry level is good, especially when it's this good. I'm getting bombarded by snow here. I'm doing all of this just for this video. Actually just had a few meetings with, if you can see the building, Sony. Can't discuss too many details. They are setup related. Sorry, as I'm wincing, as the snow is still coming down. We're gonna test this guy. I'm gonna attempt to make my way to Times Square. Attempt is the key word, I think. After a long trek, we've arrived in Times Square. Can't feel my fingers.
I have no feeling in my fingers or penis, but I think it was worth it.
From what I can tell, everything looks very good. I'm using the 12-24. There's a lot of snow muck on the lens. I'll try to clean it off. I'm gonna make my way back to the hotel and kind of debrief. It's cold. I'm gonna keep saying that even though I'm from Canada. It is a very cold day. I hope my flight does not get canceled tomorrow. Actually, that would be a disaster festival waiting to happen. Big shout outs to my homie down here who's just been perched up, taking photos. You're not cold? He's also using headphones as earmuffs. Very smart man. Oh my goodness. If you guys can see this, it's like I've showered. You guys see that down there? Still coming down. Whew. Might have just taken a 20-minute shower to heat up. So thoughts on the A3, it is a supreme, near perfect camera. The only thing that I really missed on this guy that my R3 had was the APS-C crop that essentially gives you two different focal ranges, improves photo, especially video quality, and I really lack that with just the one lens that I had. I was so used to using that over on my R3s. Would I recommend the A3 to everyone out there? Absolutely. I think it is the best mirrorless camera. Do I regret buying my R3? Slightly, maybe. I would have saved myself $1,000 on each camera, but that's the thing with tech. You can never wait to see what's gonna come out next. You just have to bite the bullet and just buy something now, which you should for the A3, because who knows? Sony might have the A4 or the A7S3, A7R4. They pump them out very fast. My overall point and thesis of this very cold video, you probably cannot get a better full frame camera, something that is less than 2,000 bucks than the A3. And thanks to Sony for giving me early access to the A3, having me out here in New York, but I'll probably get stranded as my flight may get canceled tomorrow. We'll keep my fingers crossed that you'll stay tuned to maybe the next episode back in the studio or one of my next vlogs. Peace. P.S. If you like these hybrid vloggy tech videos, let me know down below. It will help me out a ton, and I definitely enjoyed making them.